the islands of Java, Bali, Borneo, and Sumatra, 3,000 of them, and Amboina, the Riviera of the Malay Archipelago. You've probably never heard of Amboina, but it's on the map, all right. Latitude 4, longitude 128. Chief natural resources? Well, natural as well as resourceful. Someday the tide will be out.
Wait! Mr. Wayne! Mr. Wayne! She said come quick! You got goose! You got goose!
The Islanders. Starring Bill Reynolds, James Philbrook, Diane Brewster, with Gordon Jones and Daria Massey, an MGM television production.
Shipwreck. Oh, mail in?
Yeah, you got a card from your hometown, Cincinnati.
Grand opening, Johnson's Market. That's all?
Well, it could have been worse. Could have been a bill from Johnson's Market.
Yeah, not bad. Only 3 weeks old. 6 feet of snow in Vermont. All right, here's the ball scores. Got the chart?
Shoot.
Okay. Packers down the Rams. Pittsburgh blanked Philadelphia, and the Redskins beat the Cards. That's $6 you owe me.
I'll take it off your bill.
Say, you seen Willie? She checked into the hotel.
Yeah, she's expecting you. Room 32. Hey, you ain't gonna buy that goose, are you?
Nah.
Wonderful. I don't know what I would have done without you.
Yeah, all right, Willie. Now, don't go off the deep end now.
Really, you were.
All right. Go off the deep end. Who was your Chinese friend?
Oh, I don't know. I never saw him before.
Sure he wasn't somebody that you've done business with?
Oh, Sandy.
Yeah.
Besides, I would have recognized him if he were.
Well, maybe the police can give us a hand.
No. We can call them later. Right now, I just want to pull myself together.
Yeah, well, right now, all I want is a drink.
1 bamboo bomb, short straws. You didn't buy that goose, did you?
Not yet.
But he will. Isn't she a beauty? You can't look at her and not want her.
That's a lot of goose, all right. About the best goose Grumman ever made.
Excuse me, Miss Vanderveer, if I sound like I'm butting in, but I know this lad. He's allergic to work.
You know, he's right, Willie. I don't know if you can take a fellow off the beach so suddenly. Might throw him in a shock.
Look, Sandy, 5 years you've drifted up and down the islands. You've flown for airlines and 6 oil companies. Now, I don't blame you for wanting a rest, but this is a chance to make something of yourself and have your own business.
There's an old Javanese proverb. Plenty of time to work when too old to loaf.
Sandy, you're not thinking of backing out, are you?
No.
3 weeks ago, right here in this bar, you told me to go to Jakarta, get a power of attorney from the bank, and if I came back with it, you'd buy the goose.
Yeah, but $17,500.
I told you it's only $2,500 down and 5 years to pay the balance. And don't forget the new starboard mill and the overhauled elevator control cables.
I'm trying to forget that little copra caper you pulled off in Sumatra.
But, Sandy, those people were strangers. I guess you've heard a lot of stories like that about me, haven't you? Well, maybe some of them are true. Maybe I do sail a little close to the wind sometimes, but there's a lot about the Vanderveer family you don't know, Sandy. Well, my father was one of the biggest and most important planters in the Dutch East Indies. You know what happened down here during the war. Mother and I had to flee to the States till it was over, and Dad finally managed to get back to Holland, but he died before we could go to him. And now I'm back just trying to salvage something of what was stolen from us. You understand that, don't you?
It seems I always do when I'm with you. What's the matter?
Ah, how do you do, Jim?
That man at the bar.
Where?
The sinister one there with Shipwreck. Said he's following me.
Him? Oh, you're just upset. You're imagining things.
I'm not. The first time I noticed him was 10 days ago in Jakarta. And then in Surabaya, he was always staring at me. On the mailboat to Amboina, he even managed the stateroom next to mine.
Well, you can't blame him for that.
Sandy, find out who he is and what he wants.
All right. If it'll make you feel better.
I say, no Scottish guard.
No call for it.
Oh, well, I'll have a spot of Glendenning's dash of bitters.
You know, I haven't seen any Glendenning since I went down with the USS Houston. I'll never forget that night. It was
well,
one of
rotten luck, old chap, but we can fix that, you know. Oh, yes. I'm Whittaker of Woodley's. Finest exports, rare wines and spirits. Now, if you don't stop Glendenning's or Scottish Guard, we can
The
easily
only
get...
thing that Shipwreck sells in here is a little fright called the bamboo bomb. Fix him up, Callahan.
Oh, I sail, but that's awfully decent of you.
Take it easy.
I'm sorry after that wild Chinese breaking into my room and the man in the bar in there. It was just too much for one day. I had to get out of there.
You don't have to worry about it. He wasn't following you. It was just a coincidence. He's a liquor salesman. Whittaker of Woodley's, you know.
Oh, Sandy, I'm so relieved. You know why we're so attracted to one another? We're so different.
Yeah.
Do you want the goose?
I may live to regret this, but I make the check out to you or the bank.
Oh, no checks.
Oh, why not?
Darling, you want to spoil our beautiful friendship.
Well, it's going to take me an awful lot of running around to rake up $2,500 cash.
Well, you're the athletic type.
All right, where will I meet you? Shipwrecks?
Can you meet me there by 3?
Well, like you said, I'm the athletic type.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye, home.
Oh, no. That Miss Vanderveer room.
I know. Here, take those bags on down to my room.
Thank you.
Willie, open up. It's me, Zack.
Zack! Did you have a good trip?
Wonderful, just great.
Come on in. Well, now let's...
You got the bill of sale?
You got the cash?
You've got the goose.
Now I know why we're so attracted to one another.
Yeah?
We're so much alike.
You won't mind if I study this a moment, will you? Because every day I buy an airplane.
That one with the new starboard mill and overhauled elevator control cables.
Well, looks like it's a deal.
Oh, darling, this is much too important to bind with a handshake.
Oh, you have a better idea?
We'll bind it properly with dinner and wine on my balcony.
Okay, Willie. I'll run on down to the dock and take a look at that galloping goose. I'll see you later.
I don't know. 35,000 bucks worth of goose for 17.5. It don't sound legit to me.
Shipwreck, you're too skeptical. All the bank wants is its dough out. The girl is doing me a favor.
Maybe she is, but they don't call her Steamboat Willie for nothing.
Now, there's two sides to her always catching the next boat out. She's just a good horse trader, that's all.
Horses, maybe. Gooses, I don't know.
Here's the bill of sale, darling, signed by me as agent for the bank. And here's a fully executed power of attorney, just in case there's any skepticism. It's signed by the same bank that holds your mortgage, Mr. Callahan. I suggest we compare signatures.
Yeah, they're the same, all right. Nobody can copy that scrawl.
See? What'd I tell you?
Then we have a deal?
Let's drink to it. Hey, Shipwreck, what about...
Oh, no. Well, this is too important to bind with a drink. We'll bind it properly, darling, with dinner and wine on my balcony.
Hey, why don't you look where you're going? Now, you shove off. I'll shove this. Oh, you wait.
If it isn't co-pilot Malone.
Well, not anymore. I left here. I'm going into business for myself.
Yeah, well, it's nice seeing you again. Now, if you'll just get out of my way.
Hold it, chum.
Will you get that oar off my chest? Huh.
Listen, you're forgetting the last time you picked on somebody bigger than yourself, aren't you?
They weren't so big when I got through with you.
Oh, brother, you had a last river. Hey, watch where you're swinging that. You harm my goose, and I'll really let you have it.
Your goose? This plane happens to belong to me.
You? What do you think this is, a letter from home?
No, nobody bothered to write to you.
Well, just take a
I just happen to have a bill of sale here.
Let me see that.
That's a fake.
Hey, where's the paper it's written on? Where'd you get it? Wilhelmina vendor. The steamboat!
Sandy, during the war, I went down with an old three-stacker just because the skipper and the exec weren't talking. Here's a picture they took of me just before they pulled me out of the water.
Don't bore me with history.
All right. But you're both going to be out one goose if you and Malloy don't get together.
Well, that money-grabbing co-pilot? Not me.
Wade told me to tell you sorry for the way you acted. I'd like to buy you a little drink.
What do you order? Cyanide?
You got Malloy all wrong. He thinks you're a wonderful guy, and he wants to buy you a little drink.
Tell him I buy my own drinks.
I'll give you two of the longest straws in the house.
character, Malloy, but thanks.
Sorry, Wade. I'm not being a very good guest.
Guest? What do you mean, guest? I'm not buying.
Well, if you think I am, you're out of your mind.
All right. It's on the house. You guys are so mad at each other, you've forgotten what you're really mad about.
He has. I haven't.
Oh, look, you guys have flown through a lot worse squalls together than this. Now, be practical. You both bought the same goose. Now, split it down the middle and be partners.
No. You got a partner, you got a boss, and I don't want him for a boss.
And I don't want any partners. Partners take half the profit.
You want it all?
That's right.
Then take it all.
Well, thanks.
For $2,500.
Listen, if it was my money I'd just been swindled out of, I wouldn't be sitting here sipping, scrapping.
Speak, Solomon.
I'd hightail it up to Macassar and be waiting on the dock when the little lady sets foot ashore.
How about it, Wade?
Takes gas to run a goose, co-pilot. About $300 worth to Macassar.
Are you going to let 300 measly bucks stop you from choking your $5,000 out of that Monahari?
Shipwreck, I love you. How much you got in the till?
Now, wait a minute. I'm not a bank.
You'll do for now.
Come on, Callahan. It's your idea. Loan us the measly 300.
Sunk again. When am I ever going to learn to stop fraternizing with clients?
Thanks, pal. You'll never regret it.
I say, I couldn't help but overhear that you're bound for Macassar.
That's right.
Well, it's absolutely imperative that I get there, too, if I'm to maintain my schedule.
The mailboat left at 5 o'clock. Where were you?
Napping, oh boy, napping. That bamboo bomb you introduced me to. I suppose one might say it's your fault, really.
Well, sorry. Come on, Malloy.
No, I say, look, I'm willing to pay you premium fare to Macassar.
Like how much, for instance?
Oh, $100 U.S.?
Well, $100, that's a deal. Hey.
Now you only owe me 200.
Oh.
Say, I hope I haven't delayed you chaps too much, hmm?
Oh, that's all right.
Okay, get aboard.
I say, is this thing safe, huh?
Here, give me a suitcase.
Thank you.
Cast off, Malloy.
Sandy, that's you.
Aren't airplanes wonderful? I knew you'd be here waiting for me. Well, don't fret. I'll explain everything.
Yeah, you do that.
Taxi?
What you please?
The nearest police station.
Oh.
What's the matter with you two? I knew you could have me arrested.
Oh, you're so right.
Then you must realize I brought you here for a reason.
Brought us here.
How else could I get the plane to Macassar?
Oh, look, Willie.
If you'll just go along with me, you'll both own the goose outright without it costing you another cent. Now, tell the driver to go to Macassar Imports.
We're still heading for the police station.
Oh, let her talk, Wade. What's the pitch, Willie?
It's simple. You fly me and a shipment of saffron to Jakarta. Get it there by 5 o'clock on Friday to sail on the SS Asiatic.
And why must you make that ship?
You don't find customers every day for this kind of saffron.
Saffron? That's pretty expensive spice.
$96 a pound retail.
What devious means did you use to come by this deal?
None at all, really. Zack, have you ever heard of a certain Chinese exporter, Louis Kwong?
Yeah, he was a narcotics smuggler, wasn't he?
He used to be. I couldn't tell you at the time, Sandy, but the man who tried to choke me yesterday was Louis Kwong.
I seem to remember.
Get to the point.
The government seized a ton of saffron belonging to Kwong. Half of it went to satisfy a tax claim, and the other half sitting in a warehouse here in Macassar. An astute customs clerk who should go far relabeled it nutmeg.
Which is lucky to bring $4 a pound.
Yes, so there it sits waiting for me and my $5,000.
You mean our 5,000?
$96 a pound, 1,000 pounds. It's $96,000.
You know, Wade, that stuff will wholesale for 40 to 50,000.
Look, You two go to jail and be happy together. All I want is my $2,500 back.
All I want is what's rightfully mine. I don't know what Louis Kwong did to my family. Collaborating with the Japanese, cheating us out of everything. I have no qualms about how I deal with Mr. Kwong. In any way that I choose.
You shouldn't listen, Malloy.
50,000. 5 o'clock Friday.
You know, Wade, I might even consider flying co-pilot. But only as far as Jakarta. After that, I'd buy you out.
Unless I decide to buy you out.
Please, boys, you have the rest of your lives to hate one another. It's important right now that we get to the import company. Driver, turn at the next corner. Now, shall we kiss and make up?
Miss Vanderveer,
Yes.
I am Mohammed Rabaul, secretary to Mr. Van Hendrik.
How do you do?
Unfortunately, he had to go to auction house. He sends his apologies and hopes that you will permit me to escort you to him.
Well, I guess you'll have to.
I assure you the transaction will be completed at auction house.
Yes, I insist on bidding on the head. No, I don't want anything to do with copra from
Sir,
Maconga.
Miss Vanderveer is here.
Miss Vanderveer, I'm sorry to have inconvenienced you, but important business here made it impossible for me to meet you at my office.
Oh, that's quite all right. Mr. Van Hendrik, Mr. Wade,
Aye.
and Mr. Malloy, my associate.
Hello?
They'd like to inspect the nutmeg we're buying before we close the deal.
Rebel will escort you to it.
It is but a short walk. This way, please.
Next item. Palm oil.
Oh, I say, blasted bull in the china shop, that's what I am. Oh, it's you. And all together, too. Splendid. Yeah, I say, there's 2 cases of Glendennings missing from the manifesto, boy. Sticky wicked, what? Eh?
Oh, yeah, the stickiest.
I think he is following me.
Oh, now, Willie.
Well, how did he get here?
Give him a lift.
Farfak, the lady and these gentlemen would like to inspect the merchandise.
No! Government seals cannot be broken. This joker expects us to buy a pig in a poke.
Mr. Farfak is an extremely conscientious guard. Kweterlalu, Bakarin, adat. Tidak. Dia bukan simalan, dia bukan makan simalan, dia bukan berangkat samalan.
Tidak, saya punya berhenti.
Kweterlalu, ati sobatku tahu apa? Tidak.
I said that's all right. We'll take the government's word for it.
As you wish. Babilo.
Gesundheit.
It's saffron, all right. It's one of the things I'm allergic to.
Boy, you can't mistake that smell.
Satisfied?
I am.
Let's go buy some nutmeg.
The bill of sale and the government release of the impound.
I believe everything's in order.
Mr. Van Hendrik, do you mind if I ask you a question?
Not at all.
Why are you letting $50,000 worth of saffron go for $5 grand?
Perhaps it were better if there were no secrets among us. Miss Vanderveer and I have a private arrangement.
It's the only way he can keep from involving Macassar imports.
How do we know he's from Macassar Imports?
Sandy, you're being just plain rude.
It's quite all right. I suggest you call my office. The number is 6426.
Operator, would you give me the number of Macassar Imports, please? 6426. Would you ring him, please?
Está
Tabe, Macassar Import Firmer. Good morning.
Morning. Could you tell me the name of your boss?
Would you repeat that, please?
Yeah, who runs your place? You know, the general manager.
He is Mr. Renslaw Van Hendrick. I'm sorry, but I cannot connect you. Both Mr. Van Hendrick and his secretary are at auction house.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
You check out.
There's a Van Hendrick, all right.
Now, if this one can prove he's him...
Mr. Van Hendrick. No offense, Mr. Van Hendrick.
I'd have done the same thing.
Shall we proceed now, boys? Here's your $5,000, Mr. Van Hendrick. I'll sign the release. Just a second.
I don't know my own strength. Hey, Zack. Zack!
Well, boys, are we just about ready?
Nutmeg.
Van Hendrick, there must be some mistake. There's no Mr. Van Hendrick with our concern.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
Pardon. Tabe, Macassar Import Firmer. Would you repeat that, please? Yes, I will connect you.
I just don't understand this.
You led us to this disappearing Dutchman. Are you sure you had nothing to do with it?
Yes,
Oh,
I have the
swear
information
it.
for you.
He was manager here 6 months ago. I've been in a dozen deals with him.
No wonder he switched to saffron.
There never was any saffron. Except for one bag, which they conveniently left a rip in.
Yes, I will leave that message.
Miss, at 9:15 this morning, Mr. Van Hendrick's secretary stepped out of that office there.
That office?
Yeah, that office.
Tabe, Macassar Import Firmer. Would you repeat that, please? Yes, I will leave the information.
I got a hunch.
What, from the broom closet?
From the switchboard girl. She's got a habit of saying, will you repeat that, please?
So?
She said it to me over the phone. She's lying.
That line
Then
is
she can lead us
occupied.
to Van Hendrick.
Will you wait, please?
And that guard, what's his name? Farfak. He's got a name, he's got a uniform. He's got to have an address.
That's 2 clues.
All right, well, I'm tailing the girl. You go after Farfak.
Oh, no. You tell your discovery, I'll tell mine.
Good. I'll get on down to the water.
You get on down to the hotel and stay there.
But I might be able to find our $5,000.
That's what we're afraid of. Besides, things might get rough.
All right. But take care of yourselves. Both of you.
Come on. Make it 2, Charlie. My treat.
Thank you, Mr.
Wade. Sandy Wade. Ah, good.
The dancers?
Yeah, the dancers. They're doing the Lagong, aren't they?
They're here almost every afternoon.
I thought it was danced by 9- and 10-year-olds.
It is. But where can a girl dance when she becomes 15? I'm too old for the Lagong.
Has-beens at 15.
I am 20.
Were you a Lagong dancer?
10 years ago, the name Naja was well known. I was with the Bedaloo group on ballet.
That's funny. You strike me as being more European than Balinese.
My father was Portuguese, but more of an islander even than my mother. He was proud of my dancing.
You miss being out there, don't you? The center of attraction. No, don't go, please. Tell me about the Lagoon. What does it mean?
It is based on the ancient story Malat, in which a beautiful princess is stolen by the arrogant King Lassim.
Hello?
This is Kwong speaking. I want my saffron.
Saffron?
If I don't get it, I'll kill you.
Hello? Hello? Who is it?
Zack, open up. Willie, where's Sandy? I found out where Farfak lives, and we can go over there tonight.
Never mind that. There is Saffron. Kwong just called and threatened to kill me. Find Sandy. Meet me at the docks.
I'll find Sandy. You stay here, lock the door.
Jack, I'm...
Do what I tell you. Stay here. Don't catch cold.
It will be getting dark soon. I must go now.
Hey, wait. Let me buy another one of these thingamajigs here.
No, I'm quite full.
You eat like a butterfly.
Maybe that's what I am. A pretty dancing butterfly, caught, killed, and pasted on paper.
And who held the butterfly net, Van Hendrick?
No,
You admit there is a Van Hendrick.
I didn't say that.
Is your idea being the center of attention doing somebody else's dirty work? Look, if you really want your wings back, tell me where I can find Van Hendrick and I'll fly you out of here. Nadja, help me find Van Hendrick and I promise you... What's the matter?
What ship are you from? Do you know a man named Van Hendrick? I have a message for him from Louis Kwong. Thank you.
Will you please stop following me?
Who scared you off?
Let me go.
Nadja? Tell me, was that?
A most persistent man.
Did you have to do that?
Quickly, get him out of here.
Do you know a man named Rensselaer Van Hendrick?
Van Hendrick?
Yes, it's important I find him at once. I have a message for him from Louis Kwong.
You follow me. She said there was a message from Kwong.
Thank you, Delgado. You were right to bring her here. Well, Miss Vanderveer, you have come for more nutmeg?
I've come for $5,000 or 1,000 pounds of saffron.
Oh. The shoe pinches when it's on the other foot, huh? I congratulate you, though, my dear Miss Steamboat Willie. You have caught up with me before sailing.
Someone else is going to catch up with you. Listen, Van Hendrik, Kwong called me. Unless I turn the saffron over to him, he's going to kill me.
Naturally. That's why I needed you. It is better he looks for you than for me, huh?
You really are rotten, aren't you?
Please. We who live by our wits must expect one day to be outwitted. I'm surprised you have not the good grace to regard the situation philosophically.
You're not going to feel so philosophical when I tell Kwong who really has the saffron.
Under the circumstances, you forced me to change my course of action. Delgado, prepare to cast off. Make this impetuous young lady as comfortable as possible. She will be aboard, at least until we reach international waters.
skull's cracked and you're the one who's crying.
Not for myself. Not for you.
Who did it?
What difference does it make?
Come on. You were in love with him, weren't you?
Love, no. But he has done many things for me.
Yeah. Come on, let's get out of here.
No. I must stay.
You know what he just told me? Willie sailed in the Arrakis. At 10 will get you 50. She's in it with Van Hendrik.
Dutchman's dead.
Dead?
And our money isn't on him.
Then she's in it with Kwong. He called her at the hotel.
Come on, let's gas the goose.
What'll we use for cash?
We'll hawk the nutmeg.
Thank you, Harbor Master. This is PK, DPP, out. He says the Arrakis is headed for Borneo. That's to the north.
Fine. We're heading south.
South?
That's right. Don't forget who we're chasing.
Mr. Wade,
Nadja, what's she doing here?
my life at Macassar is ended. You offered wings to the butterfly. Now the butterfly accepts.
You Balinese sure have a short period of mourning.
There she is.
This is Takala Bay. Now what? Head in.
They're headed into a bay. Looks like Takala Bay.
What's in Takala Bay?
It is often used by smugglers. In the old days, by pirates.
What are you trying to do, kill us?
The thing I learned in Korea. A visitor who wishes to be unannounced never enters house with shoes on.
Hang on.
All right, take your shirt off.
Just when I was beginning to warm up to you.
Look, the goose may drift a bit. So when we signal you from the ship, use this to flash us your location. Mingardi?
Mingardi.
Zack? Don't hawk this till I get back.
Knock it. Whittaker.
And Kwong right behind him.
Come on, get over. So you're in it together, huh? Not really. Louis Kwong is my houseboy, my convenient dummy. For all practical purposes, I'm Louis Kwong.
Whittaker by day and Kwong by night, huh? Who's that, the vice president of Woodley's?
No. No, I had no part in this. He killed Van Hendrik. He killed him. He killed Van Hendrik!
It's stressing about people who witness this sort of thing. Now you have become witnesses.
Where's Steamboat Willie? Afraid to show her face?
You would be, too, if you had to admit old Tubby here was your partner. Keep it up, Tubby. You need the exercise.
Woodley's is gonna miss him. If I were the type, I'd apologize for all the things I thought about you.
The saffron.
Oh, tell me one thing. Is it 5 o'clock Friday yet? Any more?
Just one.
There's just one more.
I'll get it. You're ready to cast off.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Let's get us to Jakarta.
I knew I wasn't making any mistake, fraternizing with the clients.
Sure, you got your money back, and we're still satisfied customers. Now, what have you got?
The articles of partnership. Now, if you boys will just sign here, here, and here, the bank will be completely out of the picture.
Sure. What's this? Articles of partnership between Wade, Malloy, and Vanderveer.
Darlings, I knew you wouldn't mind if I retained a small working interest in the company. How would you?
But 30%?
All right, make it 15. What are we going to call the new company?
Malloy and Company.
Oh, get him.
How about Southern Cross?
Too much like Double Cross.
I got it. Lato. Short for Latitude Zero.
Not bad. Lato Airways.
Zach Malloy, president.
Oh, no, you don't.
Boys, now there's just one sensible solution. You alternate the presidency. Zach takes it 1 month. Sandy, you take it the next month. And I'll be treasurer.
What?
Well, you know how valuable I can be to this company. Just this afternoon, I ran into the most beautiful ship.
Willie, no more of that.
Cigars, cigarettes, beetle nuts. Do I get the job?
You're in, kid. Hey, show the boss here your routines. Roger's a great ballet dancer.
Ballet dancer? I thought you said she...
Okay, hit it, fellas.
That's what I thought you said.